Hello, welcome to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing well. So time for another beer review, so thank you very much for watching. And this one's from a brewery I've not had anything from before, not that I'm aware of. Don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. I think it's PÖHJALA, and this is their Cellar series. And this comes in a 330ml bottle. This is coming in at 13% ABV. There it is in the bottle. Nice artwork on the front, nothing super amazing, but quite nice. Interesting right up on the side. Let me tell you what this one is called. It's called Liquid Piñata, and it's a stout, excuse me, a stout wine with Mexican vanilla. A stout wine blended from maple syrup, tequila and bourbon barrels, conditioned with Mexican and Madagascan vanilla. Sounds interesting. This one came from Trembling Madness. This is pricey, especially for a 330ml. And this one came in at £8.25. £8.25 for a 330ml. So yeah, it's quite expensive, but it sounds interesting, doesn't it? So let's just crack on with this. Let's get this open and see what this one's all about. Stout wine. I've heard of barley wines. Stout wine. It's new to me, it really is. So let's have a look at, wow, I wasn't expecting that colour. I suppose I should have done, being that it said stout wine. This is definitely not going to have any form of head on it. There we go, just pop that down. Let's pop that on there so you can see it. Yeah, it's jet black. It's darker than Coca-Cola, so I can't even say it looks like a glass of Coca-Cola, because that is absolutely jet black. I'm definitely getting a vinegar aroma in the air, but yeah, nothing amazing to look at, is it? Let's have a look on how this one smells, shall we? Definitely picking up the maple syrup. Vanilla, I was really expecting there to be vanilla on the aroma. Considering it says it's got what, Mexican and Madagascan vanilla, I was really expecting to pick up huge vanilla on that, and I'm not. It's quite subtle, the aromas. There is a stoutness to it, and a very, very subtle maple syrup. The aroma's not particularly appealing, to be quite honest. It has got a vinegariness to it, like a balsamic vinegar, a high-end balsamic vinegar. Yeah, let's just crack on with how this one tastes. Cheers. Do you want to taste this, Rachel?
Trying to sneak out.
I know you've been in here making enough noise, so you might as well taste it while you're here.
Sounds grim.
Well, you said you quite liked the sound of it the other day when I read it to you.
Just smelt it and
have a taste.
Vanilla and balsamic vinegar. That sounds rank.
Yeah, but there's nothing. You can get a balsamic vinegary taste in some beers, and it's not always a bad thing. But I thought, considering it says about the two different types of vanillas, there's nothing. Or the face she's pulling. If only you could see the face. I'm waiting for a reaction. I'm going to have to start talking because no reaction's coming.
That's just very confusing. It's just too bitter for me. I just can't taste anything but the bitterness.
It is bitter.
I'm not even getting, you know, like the bitter chocolate ones. I don't mind those. That's not that. I don't know what that is.
I'll tell you what does come through on there. The maple syrup and the tequila comes through on that for me. There is definitely tequila going on. Definitely maple syrup going on. The bourbon barrels.
Sweet. It's not sweet maple syrup.
There is sweetness to it.
The bitterness just wiped everything out for me.
And there is a sweetness in it for me. You do pick up that maple syrup. The vanilla just doesn't seem like it's there. There's really no vanilla going on. The bourbon barrels, I do understand the bourbon barrel feel. I definitely get the bourbon barrel feel from it. It is more like a stout that's been aged in bourbon barrels, is what that's like. can't decide if I like it or not. I really can't decide if I like it. It's an interesting one, and this video could go on, and I didn't want it to go on, but it could. And the wife was in the room, so it'd been rude not to get her opinion on it as well. I keep looking at the bottle for inspiration, and I'm guessing I probably don't like it. The fact that I'm kind of deliberating over it for so long. The 13%, not really getting a huge amount of that. It's not like an imperial stout. I know it's called a stout wine, and from drinking it I now understand why it's called a stout wine. It's not like drinking an imperial stout. The mouthfeel is not the same as an impy stout. It is oily. It is quite warming. It is sweet. I know Rachel said she didn't get the sweetness. There is definitely a sweetness. Sweetness on the front. You're getting a bit of that. You get that maple syrup sweetness, then you get kind of like a tequila feel to it, and then on the back you're getting the heat, which feels like bourbon-like heat from a nice bourbon whiskey, and that you get that bitter finish at the back as well. The vanilla, I'm really disappointed that vanilla is not in there, because it should be, and it would really help. I think if it was stronger on the vanilla, it would kind of help balance all of it out. And it's just not there, conditioned with Mexican and Madagascan vanilla. And I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it. Oh, do I like it? Not really. I don't particularly like it. It's fucking expensive, and to not like it. It's probably one that I'm probably going to go and sit down with and keep sipping it and see if it improves. It's not... I don't dislike it, but I wouldn't recommend it. You're definitely getting some alcohol warmth now. You're definitely picking up on that bourbon barrels and that kind of tequila type feel. There is a chocolate element to it. It's got a bit of chocolateness. Chocolateness? Is that even a word? Chocolateness? It's got a bit of chocolateness to it. Sweet maple syrup, chocolate, the tequila you get, moving on to the bourbon barrel type finish, that whiskey type feel, still got a bit of that balsamic vinegar element to it as well. Then it finishes bitter. Yeah, I don't know what more else I can say really. This video has gone on way longer than I expected it to. Would I recommend it? Not particularly. If you've had any from their Cellar series, put something in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you've had this one, let me know what you think. I'm all done. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye now.